So this is a video to remember Dyck. Dieter was a friend of mine, and I just found out that he passed away the other day, apparently from a drug overdose. And Dieter was a good friend of mine. And I'd like to write him an obituary, but I'm working very long days right now, firefighting out in BC, and so I don't think that I'll be able to find the time to do that very soon. So I'm going to make a video, and this will have to do for now. So Dieter was my friend. I remember back when I was probably 12, 13, maybe even 11, it came time to choose a mentor from the congregation of the church that I grew up in. And this is a Mennonite tradition. Basically, you choose someone of your parents' generation who's not related to you, and the idea is that, they play a parental role. I guess in the event that your parent die, for instance, but not just that. It could be, if you're not getting along with your parents, then there's somebody else that you can talk to who can hopefully give you some advice, point you in the right track. I don't know how far back this tradition goes, but it was important in the community that I was raised in. And my mentor is Ed Schmidt, and I've maintained a lifelong friendship with him. He's my best friend of my parents' generation, who's not related to me. So my first choice was Dieter. I grew up with Dieter, and out of everybody in the community, he was the person that I chose, who who I wanted to most to be like. And I think that my parents took this as a sign that I was, maybe a little strange, because Dieter was not somebody who ever had a lot of money. Dieter was someone who struggled throughout his life. I mean, I remember, there was some quality that he had, some quality. I don't know. Some people sparkle. They have a twinkle in their eyes, and there's something magical about them. And those same types of people are prone to badness or craziness. There's an expression I think it's in some Indian religion, some East Indian religion or language, East Indian language, where their word for crazy translates to touched by the gods. And I think that there is something about, something different or something special about people who develop schizophrenia. Not everybody who has this quality is necessarily going to develop schizophrenia, but I think that some people might have a gate in their brain that's more open, and they're more able to interact with spirits, the spirit world. And this is something that, I'm a diagnosed schizophrenic. I was in and out of psych wards for 6 years. And this was before I ever had my first psychotic episode, way before. And I think that something in me recognized something in him something. Yeah, I'm drawn to people often that are crazy. I'm drawn also to people that speak about having experiences with spirits. And so anyway, but my parents said no, um, and suggested that I think harder, and then I chose Ed, and I'm glad I did. So, but I remained friends with Dieter, and he was there for me during some dark days. Basically, the time of our friendship when we were the closest was when I was heavily medicated. People didn't necessarily want to hang out with me. You kind of had to reach out to me, because what happens often after you have a psychotic episode is there's a great embarrassment about whatever you did when you were crazy, which, by the way, you oftentimes don't remember, because there's something called state-specific memory, and it's kind of, you're aware of having some crazy interaction with people, but you don't know what it was or how bad it was or how they took it, etc. So there's an embarrassment you kind of want to hide. Add that to, the sedating effects of antipsychotic medication, and, somebody has to make the first step, or else, I don't know. Anyway, Dieter was there for me during this time, and we would hang out. We'd go to Tim Hortons quite a bit. I remember the specific ones that we would go to. We'd go for walks by the river sometime, and we'd speak about our experiences. And he was struggling too. And something that we had in common was that for both of us, our experiences had to do with spirits. And he was tormented by demons. And I guess that I'm on the clock, so I got to wrap this up. But maybe I need to go into this further more now. But I'll get to the end. During COVID, he showed up when other people weren't showing up. My mom was trying to save Christmas, getting people to meet in person, and the CBC was telling people that they were going to die if they hung out with people. And I don't believe in what the radio says or what scientists say, because I know that doctors are often wrong, that scientists are often wrong, because they know nothing about schizophrenia. Their track record for treating it is absolutely terrible. I'm a medical miracle, apparently, because I have been cured. And how I have been cured is because I found people who took the reality of spirits seriously. And I have more to say on the subject, but it'll have to be another time, because I'm working right now, and how long can I really justify hanging out by this lake? I gotta go.